Hey, everybody, happy Friday. I'm Jonathan, and today we're doing another episode of the 91 Day Business Spotlight Live. I'm so excited to have with me Richard today. Richard's going to talk to us about his agency and who he serves. This has just been so much fun. This is day 5 already, guys. We've already done 10 of these interviews. We're going to be doing 2 to 3 every single day for the next 91 days. Well, every business day, Saturday and Sunday, we're taking off, but we're going to do that. And we're already booked out through next week. So if you want to participate, if you're an agency owner, an entrepreneur, a businessman, it doesn't matter. As long as you're active and running your business, I want to sit and interview you for 10 to 15 minutes and promote you to my audience, a little over 30,000 people right now. So if you're interested, comment down below. I'll get you links. But in the meantime, let's get back to our point. It's all about Richard. So Richard, tell us a little bit about yourself, your agency, and who you guys serve.
Hey, Jonathan, thanks a lot for having me. It's a great thing you're doing right now, and it's impressive you're taking all this time to help other people spread the word about their businesses. So again, thanks a lot for having me. So I'm
Well,
Richard
thank you.
Osterude, as Jonathan said. I'm the owner of Epic 180. We're a digital marketing agency. Basically, well, our hook in essence is we help businesses reduce their CPA by 40%. And CPA meaning cost per acquisition, not cut their accountant. I was at traffic and conversion wearing a t-shirt saying reduce your CPA by 40%. And a couple of guys were like, so you want me to fire my accountant? It's like, no, it's not
I love
that.
it.
Yeah, you could tell.
I
So
love
yeah,
it. So that's a big, bold claim, 40% reduction in CPA, cost per acquisition. Tell us a little bit, some of the people that may be listening maybe go, what? I'm not sure what cost per acquisition means. Can you explain that to everybody? And can you tell us how in the world do you do that?
so some people might know it by CAC, customer acquisition cost. Mostly it's people who do online advertising who are spending their hard-earned money to advertise their business online that use the CPA term. But what we do is basically target people, or actually our ideal customer are businesses that are advertising online at least $10,000 a month, because those are the ones we can help the most. We've licensed basically several big data streams of people online that I have agreed to do so it's not spam or anything. And the way we reduce the CPA is that we are able to rescue through identity resolution people who come to your website and that probably don't sign up, be it e-commerce, be it a webinar, whatever, whoever is coming to your website. If they're in our data, we usually resolve around 30 to 50%. Sometimes it's been higher depending on the market. But yeah, we can find who they are. We can get their email, put it inside of your autoresponder, and do a follow-up sequence with them. We can also grab that data and automatically pull it into the ad platforms. And since probably you're familiar with the big iOS cookie blocking
Oh,
thing
yeah.
a couple of years ago, yeah. Facebook's pixel gets blocked pretty much, and ours is a first party pixel, so it doesn't get blocked that much. That's why we have more resolution, and we can pass better data back to the advertising platform. So if you're advertising on Facebook, you're going to get much more data and better data because it's enriched. We have the data stream and a huge database of users with but a lot of information. We can't say everything, but whatever they're willing to share. But at least we got name, email, city, zip code, sometimes phone number, and sometimes other demographics that we can pass back to the ad platform, and that will do a much better job in target to retarget them. And we are also passing that information back to your CRM, so we can also email them. You can follow up by, if they have an address, by mail. You can call them. So combining all that, you definitely can reduce your CPAs.
Well, I love it. And of course, if you're spending money on ads, we all want to figure out how to spend either less on those ads or to get more conversions for those ads. Generally, it's how do we get more conversions? So, like you said, if I'm spending $10,000 a month and maybe I'm getting 100 leads in, that means my quick math, if I'm right, is right around, let's see, $100 a lead. But if you could cut that by 40% and drop that down to $60 roughly, that means that now I'm going to be able to get 40% more leads in. So now I'm getting 140 leads for that same ad spend. Am I understanding that correctly, Richard?
That is totally correct. And we say 40% to be safe, but if you combine the email marketing plus remarketing and any other tweaks you can do on the funnel, you're definitely going to reduce your overall cost. And if you reduce the cost, you're increasing your bottom line a lot. So that 40% has a huge impact. A lot of people, what they have seen from this is also that increasing the bottom line of their current business will also increase the valuation of the business if they're looking to sell that business in the future. So yeah, it's very exciting. We've started recently with this, and it's definitely having a huge impact because it's kind of three pillars. So we have the identity resolution from a pixel. We call it our magic pixel that we put on your website, and it finds everything. But we also have these data streams of people who are in market for things, which we can also target. We can create a list of those people. And we also have a list of businesses. We can get them by zip code, match them with our database of users, and then enrich that data and also provide better lists and better opportunities to reach out and get new customers. So yeah, I try to keep it simple, but sometimes you kind of like start going in and in a little bit. It's really nice,
Well, but
really neat.
the key is, as a business owner, I don't have to understand all the intricacies of it.
Right.
I just need to understand the overall. You're going to help me cut, well, increase, like you said, or I'm saying this all wrong. Basically, for the same ad spend, you're going to deliver me more leads, more customers, more
That's correct.
opportunities. And that's going to add to my bottom line, because I know, just simple math, if I closed, again, simple numbers, 25% of those leads that come in,
Mhm.
that means in the last scenario, instead of closing 25 deals, I'm now going to close 35 deals. That's 10 extra deals for the exact same ad spend. And that means that that's all essentially pure profit to me at that point, all right to the bottom line. And that's massive, massive value at that point. Huge, huge stuff. Love that. So talk to us, Richard. You mentioned you work with a lot of people, as long as there are businesses, if they're spending 10 grand or more. Do you focus on any niches at all, or do you really work with any business if they're hitting the certain goals? Are there any other parameters you try to look at to make sure you can be successful?
Well, we don't have a specific niche but we do set an appointment and see if it actually makes sense, because we have a lot of data, but not all the data necessary
Sure.
for some companies. Some we've seen that have been successful is in the financial area, because in the data, it's funny how legalities work.
Oh,
Like
yes.
you can't share someone's. I mean, for privacy, you shouldn't share someone's credit score. Right. I mean, all the search engines and Facebook and Google, everybody knows what it is, but you can't publicly share it, obviously, because it's private. But and the thing is that a lot of people have agreed to share their information, just not 100% know when they
Hmm.
agreed to do that. But then there are certain ways you can mask that information so it remains private, but you still have ranges. For example, someone who's in 500 to 650 would be a C, 650 to 750 a B, and 750 plus an A. So that data does come back, and it also helps the business better segment the leads that are coming in while keeping it private, and all the information is safe. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, and again, at the end of the day, it's about spending less and getting the same, or spending the same and getting more. Both are a huge win, obviously, to your client at that point in time, and add a ton of value. So, Richard, if somebody's listening to this and they're like, wow, I need to figure this out, I need to figure out how Richard can help me, again, get, it sounds like 50+% more leads in many cases out of that ad spend, how do they get a hold of you?
They can go to epic180.com. We have our contact information. They can set a meeting there, or look me up on Facebook as Osterude. Whatever you look for Osterude, you'll find me. I mean, me and my kids were basically the only ones around. I got my domain early enough. So yeah, Richard
That's
at
awesome.
Osterude.com is really good. For e-commerce, it's really nice too, because it's it's crazy to see the numbers of how many people abandon their carts, not because they're not interested in buying, they simply get distracted and forget. Like in once I heard the number, and I actually don't have it right now at the top of my head, but when I heard it, I was like, well, it makes sense. I've put stuff in my Amazon cart a ton of times and I never end up buying it. With Amazon, we can't do anything, but if you have Shopify or WooCommerce or something like that, you can re-engage them, and that's what basically Shopify tries to do. When you do the two-step order form, they log in and then they're going to purchase and they don't, then you try to hit them back with
Hmm.
email. But in this case, what we're doing is we're going one step further to bring them people that not even started the process, right? That they've landed on the page, they're interested in the product, but for some reason or another, they didn't go through and add it to the cart or initiated their purchase. So yeah, it's has great advantages.
I absolutely love it, and it's so good to understand more about what you do. I know you and I've had some conversations in the past, but we've went down so many AI rabbit holes that we
Yeah.
haven't necessarily talked about your business, and it's so good to hear about that and all that goes along with that.
And
Well, Richard, I
it
want to
is
thank you.
great big is great part of everything. I mean, in general, it helps us help our customers come up with better offers, improve what they're doing. Because getting more leads is one thing, but how you talk to them and what your call to actions are, AI is great help to improve their email sequences, landing pages, etc. So if you can do little tweaks at different points in your funnel, you're definitely going to see a huge return on your investment.
Well, and I say it's one of the reasons I want to encourage people to reach out and talk to you is it's not just magic happening. There's a lot of logic and there's planning and there's purpose behind what Richard's doing, and it does yield results. And that goes right to the bottom line of the business. So, Richard, I want to thank you for joining us today. I know this is a short call, but we love to just do these promos. Let me ask you, we get questions once in a while, people going, I don't know what to expect. Is this something I should do? Again, we're not far into it. We're only 5 days in, but how difficult was this? Something you'd recommend other entrepreneurs do?
Super easy. I definitely would highly recommend it. It's a way to get your business out there, and definitely you're leveraging not only Jonathan's audience, but also all of us who come on here. We like to share this too. You want to share this with your audience too, and it's an exponential growth with the reach you're going to get. So yeah, super easy. Takes no time, no preparation. Why wouldn't I? My question is, why wouldn't you do it? Unless you don't want to
Well,
grow your business.
I appreciate the kind words. That's our goal. We just want to give back to the community. We want to get spotlight. We know how important it is to get the word out there. And of course, you know me, I want to encourage everybody to find out how easy it is to do video as well. And this is a great
Right.
way to do that. So
And you're a great
thank
host.
you. Yeah, well, thank you. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. So if you are interested and you're wondering, how do I get involved? Just drop me a message on Facebook, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on Twitter. We're streaming on all those platforms. Drop me a message. I'll let you know how to do it. It's super easy and we'll promote your business next. Thanks, everybody, and make it a great day. Thanks again, Richard.